There you go, sweetheart.
Thank
Say hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Okay, I'm back. I've been off of here for a long time on the other channel. Well, I'm probably going to use this video on both channels, but on one channel I get paid, the other I don't. But the one I get paid, I got to do videos to get paid, and I haven't done any in a while. I've been ill, and I've made known the secret of that, but I'm feeling quite a bit better. I've just got the regular old man aches and pains going on right now. I'm sitting in the office, which is evident, with my sweetheart. She's assisting me doing things today. It's debatable whether I will try to upload this video on this computer. I've already had people onslaught it and mess with it, and we've been in here probably about half an hour, and it keeps chiming. That's okay. It's their loss and my gain. I mean, it sounds stupid, I know, but the reality of it is they're making a bad mistake going after my computer. Let me get another sip.
And yet they never learn.
Yeah, like my wife said, they never learn. Now, we've been in here, both my oldest son and second youngest son worked on a chair that was on our porch. Benjamin finally got it back together. Linda and I went and ate at our favorite Mexican restaurant for lunch, and it was delicious. And we're in here, and I'm going to get this done and get it uploaded. But I have some things I want to talk about, and I have to think how to phrase it to keep the fact checkers on one channel from trying to contradict what I'm about to say. A friend of mine on YouTube, on Facebook rather, made a comment that a certain news agency stated that on the 31st a $5,000 check will be put into your bank account from this Doge thing that's going on, Department of Government Efficiency, with Elon Musk running it. He's sent out an email. I'm trying to clean some stuff off my desk real quick. He sent out an email telling different departments, you've got until midnight tonight, which this is Monday the 24th of February 2025. They've got until midnight tonight to list 5 things they accomplished during the week in their job. He's saying part of it is just to make sure they read their emails, but part of it is they're trying to clean up government waste. Well, even though he is investigating government waste for President Trump, Musk has no authority to fire anyone. He just doesn't. The president does, but Elon does not have authority to do that. And 2 guys that I know personally, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, I'll list them as friends of mine, are now the director of the FBI and deputy director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Let me tell you about those 2 guys. You want to try to push buttons on someone, that's 2 guys you really don't want to try to do that with. Neither one's got any back pedal at all. Kash has had a wealth of experience in law enforcement and investigations. Bongino was in the Secret Service and other agencies that I know of that I'm not at liberty to divulge. But Bongino's got a podcast he's been doing, and he'll stop that. But he's really good at what he does. Let's put it that way. So Elon will never see this, even when I put it on Rumble. He just doesn't have that authority. But he's the world's richest man, wealthiest man. He's worth like $400 billion, something like that. And he's used to people doing what he says because he's a boss. That's what he's always done. But as far as taking money that they've saved from finding government waste, and they have fired a few thousand folks, you know, Joseph R. Biden, the first day he was in office, fired a bunch of people, like I don't know how many, it was thousands, due to shutting down some programs that had been in place prior to that. But you have to look at the liberal hive mindset, and you have to look at the conservative area. Now, I'm a constitutionally conservative libertarian. I absolutely believe in the Constitution. I believe it was God-inspired. But on one hand, this is my left hand, on one hand, you've got the liberals who are for pink-haired, bra-wearing boys. And then on the other hand, you've got extreme conservatives that want to do away with everything. Well, my personal philosophy is we need less government. We really do. It's way overstuffed, way over large. It wastes money. And yeah, the money that they're saving and reclaiming should go back in the taxpayer's pocket. Will it? Maybe eventually. But I will be the first one to say I was wrong if on the 31st of this month, well, I don't even know if there's no 31st. It's the
there's no 29th.
28th. There's 28 days this month. But they're not going to give us $5,000 anytime soon. They're really not. And like my wife pointed out, you know, we've got 28 days in February, you know, not 31. Let me get there won't be any quick stimulus checks coming out. I'm just going to tell you that point blank. First of all, the government doesn't have it. Yes, they're printing money out of thin air. But the main thing I applaud what has taken place that Trump and his crew have done is getting rid of men participating in women's sports and men going into women's restrooms and showers because they self-identify as a woman, which is absolute garbage. I've seen it with relatives that have had folks at where they work, I'm not going to say which relatives, that are men identifying as a woman and trying to put the moves on other people. You know, is that an important phone call? Okay. She gets more spam than I do, and I get a bunch of spam. There will not be any near future checks, folks. That's my opinion. And like I said, if there is a 31st of February and we get checks on February 31st, I'll be the first one to say I I made a mistake. But uh, now we things are improving for us. My second oldest and largest son got him a real nice car Saturday. A friend of mine owns a car lot down in Ardmore. We got a hold of him, drove down there. He picked it up. He and I actually drove. He drove it, and I rode with him to Duncan, Oklahoma, which is an hour time-wise from where we're sitting right now to get over there. And the reason was they were the only U.S. Cellular phone office that was open was in Duncan, Oklahoma on a Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday after church. Nick and I drove over there. He got him a new phone because his is worn out. Now, you know, speaking of that, he got one of the most expensive phones U.S. Cellular carries. This is the cheapest phone U.S. Cellular carries. I'm proud of that. I paid a whole $29 for this phone. But
and it sucks.
And you get what you pay for. So I didn't get very much. Now, this one is a cheap phone too, but this one, my outfit I used to work for pays the bills on this one. They paid for the phone. So it's a necessity. 2 different phone numbers, and I don't even know what my new phone number is. I've got to look. I need to write it down and tattoo it on my hand or something, you know, so that I can tell what it is. I had the same phone number for 10 years, and I lost the SIM card. And I have no idea where it's at. And I tried getting them to give me the old phone number back. They wouldn't do it. And the guy at the store yesterday said I needed to call a corporate office and dial 611 and they can take care of it. I did that already. And I don't speak Swahili, so, you know, I couldn't make head or tails of what the guy was saying. Just a second. It's like where Linda and I ate lunch a while ago. I would bet good money, and I don't gamble with my money. The only thing I gamble with is my life, which is kind of stupid, but that's true. Money's too hard to come by. But I would bet good money that 2/3 the folks working at the restaurant that we ate at are here illegally. They don't even speak English. I mean, the guy checking us out barely spoke English, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. My wife did. And I'm hard of hearing, but that wasn't it. And I'm a linguist. That's what's really sad. But the point I'm making, if ICE and Immigration and Naturalization and the FBI, ATF, Secret Service, the CIA, and all these agencies in the military, if they really and truly do crack down like they're saying, like Tom Home is saying they're going to do, then a lot of local businesses here, even though we're in southern Oklahoma, we have an inordinate amount of illegals living in this area and working in this area. And it will probably come to a screeching halt relatively soon. Let me get a sip. Could you get me another, top that off, please? I've been around this my entire life. I had relatives that ranched that had what they call wetbacks working for them, and they worked hard. I will say this. The illegals here locally that will work circles around a white guy the same age and same size. I've observed it. I have a friend, I won't say his last name, he's here illegally. His name's Jose, and he's an older guy, and he is one of the hardest working men I've ever been around. And he will work circles around younger men that are actual American citizens. He's not. He's got a Social Security card, but it's not his. And that's kind of like one of the things that they're looking at. A lot of the folks that have Social Security checks coming are not American citizens, and there's a lot of dead people that are collecting Social Security. So where's the money going? It's hitting government pockets. Different politicians and different bureaucrats are having it make a circle and come back and hit them in their pocket. There are so many scams going on right now with this Social Security and other aid programs. It's unreal. That one must be real. That's my wife leaving the room. Odds are we're going to have to go get somebody from school. It happens. But I guess I better wrap this up. And to those of you that are family and friends, I hope you're doing well. I do. God bless you. And like the sign says, be kind.